Hello. Let's do some moving. What you say? Waiting for everybody to check in here. You don't want to do class because you want to go skiing. Rather be out playing in the snow. There's everybody. Good morning. All right. We got the snow blowers going outside, shoveling paradise. Take a big deep breath. Side stretch. Get that big breath going in and out through your nose. Loosen up a little bit. Hands up, look up. Then you reach around, lock your fingers behind. Lean forward from the hips, hands up over the top. Touch the floor with that right hand and look up at your left. Bend that knee a little bit. Hope everybody had a good weekend. Nobody's sweating the small stuff. Don't sweat the small stuff. It's all small stuff. Switch, touch the floor with the left and look up at the right. Turn your head, look at your fingers. Cross forearms and look over at that right ankle. And then twist around and look at your left. Come back to the middle, sit back on those heels and bring your thumbs up. Big deep squat, stomach's tight, look up between those thumbs. Raise your hands up pretty high while your shoulder blades are pulling down. Your stomach's pulling in. And take those palms back behind you. Palms up, look up. Shrug those, or don't shrug those shoulders. Keep those shoulder blades down in your back pockets. Hands up high. And walk those hands out into plank. Hold plank. Just raise that left foot, hold it up. And then raise your right foot. And then take that left leg kind of out to the side a little bit, hold it. And then hold your right leg out to the side. 4, 3, 2. Good, lower yourself down to the floor slowly. 3, 2, 1, good. Up on your elbows. Tighten that stomach, lift your feet off the floor. Feet and knees up off the floor, take the weight up off of those forearms. Hold that stomach in towards your spine. Draw those shoulder blades down, feel the muscles in the small of your back working. Squeeze your butt, lift your feet. My heels are together. A little weight up off of those forearms. Good, lower down, push off. Drop your butt back over your feet, arms out straight. Take your belly down towards the mat, chest down towards the mat, eyes looking between those fingertips. And back up on all fours. You curl those toes under and lift your hips in the air. Triangle pose. Press those heels to the floor. Press those armpits to the floor. Tailbone to the sky. And then raise that left leg way up high. Up on the tiptoes of that right foot. Then bend that knee, open that hip, press that right heel to the floor. Big hip opener. Good, good, switch legs. Raise that right leg up on your tiptoes. Reach for the sky. Then bend your knee, open your hip and twist and press that left heel down. Open up your hip. Take a big step towards your hands. That right foot and stand up. Good, good. Bend that front knee. Knees over toes, square up those shoulders, hands up, look up between your fingertips. Drop down to those legs. Put a little weight on that pinky toe on the back foot so you feel both feet rooted into the mat. Take that right hand forward. Looking towards your fingers. Front knees bent, back legs straight. Drop down into those legs. Stomach's pulled in. Good morning. Reach up, look up at your right hand. Down with your left. Strong legs. Ooh, I'm all excited because this little storm wasn't even supposed to show up. The real one's on the coast. On its way. We're going to have 2 in a row, baby. Then straighten that front leg, put your hand on your ankle. Turn and look up at that top hand. Wasn't supposed to show up this big. Turn and look at your fingers. And then touch the mat with that left hand. Twist around, look up at your right. Press those hips to the mat. And then go back to the plank, back to push-up position. You can either hold plank or try some push-ups from your knees or your toes. Three more. Good, now scoop that chin. Come up into the cobra or the sphinx. Take your pick. Draw those shoulders down away from your ears and lift your chin, look forward. Keep that belly button pulled in. And then hands up on your hands and knees. Curl your toes under, lift your hips, triangle pose. And alternate left and right heels to the floor. do 4, 3, 2, 1, and press both of those heels down, both of those armpits down. Tailbone to the sky. Raise that left leg way up high. Way up, way up, way up. And then step towards your hands and stand up. Bend your front knee. Square up those shoulders. Lift hands up, look up between your fingers. Hands are up, shoulders are down. Stomach's tight. Press those hips down towards the mat. And then take that left hand forward. Knees over toes, drop down, strong legs. Root those feet down into your mat. And then look up at that left hand. Reach up with the left and down with the right. Press those hips down. Good, straighten that front leg, hand on your ankle. Turn and look up at that top hand. Turn your head and shoulder as much as you can so you can see your fingertips. Try and keep the upper part of your spine very twistable. Then touch the mat with the right hand. Drop those hips, turn that back toe to straight, and look up at your left. Press those hips to the floor. Good, back to plank. Back to push-up position. You can either hold plank, try some push-ups from your knees or your toes. Three more. 3, 2, 1. Good work. Take those knees apart. Back into child's pose, halfway back, and take that left arm out to the side. Lay that shoulder on the floor. Turn, look underneath that right armpit. Open up through the chest. Try and put your ear on the mat. And then take that right arm straight out. Lay that right shoulder on the floor. Look underneath that left armpit. Push those fingertips in the floor. Elbow, shoulder, ear, the mat. Nice work. Hands and knees. Hands and knees, please. Then come up onto your knees. Good. Nice long spine. Push the tops of those feet into the mat. Lean back until you feel your legs and your stomach and your neck working. Lean back pretty far until you start to shake. Feel all those muscles in the front half of your body working. Lean back a little more. Don't let your back arch. Keep those rib cage abs tight right here. Squeeze them. All right, come on back up. Hands up. Long spine, lean back. Twist and punch. Side to side. Turn your head, look at your feet behind you. Four, 3, 2, 2. Good, other side, twist around, lean back. Look at your feet, hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, good. Ouch. All right, knees wide, put your butt down between your feet. Walk those hands back. Squeeze your butt. When you squeeze your butt, you should feel the tops of those legs stretching. You say, oh my quad. Oh my quads. And your hands over back on your elbows, but if you go too far back and you lose your long spine, your lower back shouldn't arch. So only go as far back as you can keep those 4 points stable. Come on back up to your knees. So I want to go over this real quick. Because if you remember this, it's called stabilize and then exercise. Before you do any core move. Then if you do it with the 4 points stable, then you know you can do it with perfect form and not screw it up. So 4 points is the shoulder set. And there's 2 little triangles where your shoulders are. You pull those shoulder blades. It's exactly what I mean when I'm saying put your shoulder blades in your back pockets. Boom. And that pulls your ears over your shoulders. So your head doesn't jut forward. Play around with that. Put your shoulder blades in your back pockets. And notice how it pulls your ears into alignment with your shoulders. And then there's these transverse abdominals right here. Those are your rib cage abs. And if you make this noise, it goes. You can feel those muscles contract. It's called a force couple. Your shoulder blades pull down and your rib cage abs pull inward and upward, and you stabilize right here. So shoulder set, rib cage abs, stabilizes the top half. Should feel rock solid. Third one is neutral spine. So if you put too much curvature in your low back and then not enough curvature in your low back, and then find the middle, that's neutral. And the fourth one is the pelvic floor. If you feel those muscles way down south, and those muscles in your pelvis, they lift up. And the neutral spine and pelvic floor hold the bottom half together. Quick tutorial. If you do every one of these core moves and first stabilize your core, stabilize the stabilizing musculature of the spine with 4 points, then you can't go wrong. You're in perfect form. All right, so now on all fours. So now we just find 4 points in all the different orientations, like the shoulder set, rib cage abs, neutral spine, pelvic floor. Straighten your left leg and your right hand. So if you stabilize that first and then do the moves, you will do them well. And the muscles that we're talking about are called proximal stabilizers. They're the muscles closest to the middle, the ones that surround your spine. Inhale, lift your hand and foot. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, lift. Exhale, elbow to knee. So you could be doing this move here with arm and leg and just put the arm and leg on automatic pilot and put all of your focus on stabilizing the muscles closest to the middle. Because they're the muscles that help with your balance. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round it. Inhale, lift. It's like the cat and the cow stretch. Okay, put your elbow against your knee and hold it. Push, push. Push that elbow against the knee. And then take that arm straight out and that leg straight out to the side. Hold them nice and high. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Good job. Every one of these postures, you can consider 4 points first, and then you know you're doing it with perfect technique. Straighten your right and your left hand. Right leg, left hand. Find your balance. Get your 4 points stable. Lift your hand and foot. Exhale, elbow to knee. Whoa. If you're making lots of little baby catches for balance, you're doing this one right. Make sure you're just on the hand and knee and the foot is off the floor. Last one, hold your elbow against your knee, push. Push elbow on knee. And then arm out to the side, leg out to the side, hold them nice and high. 5, get your 4 points. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, drop your butt back over your feet. Hands by your feet. Shoulders over your thighs, stretch. Nice job, come back up on your knees. Doing good? Doing great. Up on one knee, push off that knee and go get your ball. Get your ball. Hold that ball in your hands. Got it? Hold that ball in your hands. Stand on your right leg and take your left leg back. Touch the ball to the floor. Reach the ball overhead. Pick up that knee. Hand up, hands up, look up. And then go back to the, touch the ball down, raise the back leg. That's like the airplane. Get your leg up as high as you can. Back leg high. Stand all the way up slowly. Knee up, hands up, leg front, lean back. One more time, go to the floor. Ball to the floor, leg up high behind you. Stand up slowly. Feel the back of that standing leg working. Making those little catches for balance. Pick up your knee. Hands up, legs straight. Lean back. 4, 3, 2, 1. And good. Nice job. Switch. Now you're standing on your left leg. Touch the floor with the ball. The leg raises high behind you. And then stand all the way up. Slowly. It's more challenging to balance on the mat. Hands up, knee up. Straighten that front leg, lean back. Lots of little catches for balance. Push a little pressure with those hands on the ball. Squeeze it. Go to the floor with the ball. The leg goes up. Behind you. Raise that leg as high as you can. Stand all the way up slowly. Hands up. Leg front. Lean back. One more time. Ball to the floor. Touch the ball to the floor. Get your back leg up as high as you can. Back leg is straight and foot way up high. Stand all the way up slowly. Woo. Road wave. Knee up. Hands up. Leg front straight. Lean back. Lean back a little more. All right, come on down. Nice job. Put the ball on the floor. Kneel down behind that ball and put your belly on it. Belly on the ball, belly on the ball. One hand in front of your face. Or two, it's up to you. Try the one-hander with both legs in the air. And kick those legs. So you're deciding if you can do one hand or two hands. Big, slow, straight leg kicks. Don't do it fast, do it slow. Do it slow and big and feel your muscles in your butt working. And the muscles in your low back working. Now switch hands if you want. And try and move that ball from right to left. Like you're body surfing on that ball. You can do this with one hand or two hands on the floor. Guess you could do it with two hands in the air. If you're really good. Side to side, feel those muscles in the low back working. Right to left. This isn't easy. That's why they're called exercises. It's supposed to be challenging. 2, 1, and done. Nice job, hands on the ball. Knees apart. Take your face down towards the mat. And stretch shoulders. Low back a little bit. Come on back up on the ball. On your belly, on the ball. Come out into push-up position. So you decide where you want that ball. Sometimes you got to push that ball back a little further so you can stay in the camera. But get your 4 points. Think about that 4 points thing. Shoulder set, rib cage abs, neutral spine, pelvic floor. You're stable, and then try a push-up. Bring your nose to the floor. Lower all the way down until you touch your nose. Maybe your chin. Maybe even your throat. And keep everything stable and your stomach's tight. If the ball is more towards your knees, then these are challenging. If they're more towards your hips, they're easier. I want it more towards your hips because we're going to let the ball roll a little bit to the right. So your left hip is on top, and you're over, and you feel more pressure on that right arm. Try a few push-ups. Chin should be loading up the whole right side of your body. 3, 2, 1. Let that ball roll to the left. So there's weight on that left hand. Try a few push-ups. 4. Whole left side of your body should feel it. 3, 2, 1. Come back to straight. It's kind of an endurance event today. Stay with those arms straight. Pull your knees up underneath you. And then out to straight. Knees underneath, way up high. Bring those knees all the way into your chest. Knees it. And pull those knees all the way underneath you. Three more. Sometimes you have to adjust the ball a little bit. If you're feeling frisky, you can go down and do a push-up, and then do a knee tuck. And a push-up, and a knee tuck. Optional. Last 2, push-up, knee tuck. Last 1, push-up. Last 1, knee tuck. Walk those hands back. Come off of that ball. Gently, don't crash. That was a potential crash situation. Hope you didn't crash. And if you did crash, I hope you had a nice tuck and roll. So now you're going to put your chest on the ball, put your boobs on the ball, and your toes on the floor, and your arms out like wings. And you keep your stomach really tight, especially the higher your hands go and your chin lifts, the tighter your stomach gets. Squeeze between those shoulder blades. Inhale, lift. Exhale, look down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower down. Don't shrug your shoulders. Keep your 4 points. Extending your upper back muscles. 2 more. Little tweak. Make sure your feet are kind of wide. You got to have a fair amount of weight on your feet for this one. Raise that left hand, look at it. A little higher. And then raise that right hand, look at it. Side to side. Raise that left hand, look at it. Raise that right hand, look at it. One more each side. I got my feet pretty wide. Lower down. Inhale, look. Lower down. Nice job. Let's see. One more child's pose. Knees apart, arms out straight. And roll that ball from right to left. So you kind of feel the stretch underneath your armpits. Cool, party. Put your hands on top of the ball. Like a prayer. Push down into the ball with your hands. Push, push, push. Roll out to your knees. Elbows go straight out on the ball. Push down with your elbows. The further out you go, the more you feel it ramp up in your abs. 4 more. That's 2. Okay, I want you to go halfway out. Halfway, push those forearms down. Shake a little, move that ball right to left. Feel your abs working. Shoulders working. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Come on back. Nice job. Have a seat. Keep that ball in your hands. I don't want any excuses. I don't have a ball. I don't have a ball. Go get a ball. Best 15 bucks you ever spent. Balance on your butt. Hold that ball between your hands. Nice long straight spine. Touch the ball on one side, touch the ball on the other side. Sorry about that. Bothersome dings. Side to side. Feet are in the air. Follow the ball with your eyes. Push those hands together. See if you can think about 4 points from here. Keep that spine long and straight. Shoulders in your back pockets. Rib cage abs. Natural curve in your low back. Pelvic floor stables. The more you hold those proximal muscles, the more you're working what we're setting out to do. Proximal stabilizers.
strong, stabilizing corset that surrounds your spine. All of your muscles are biggest close to the middle, so you might as well make them strong close to the middle. 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it over to one side. Hold it, stay there, feet in the air. 3, 2. Other side. Hold it, look at it. 5, 4, 3, 2. Nice job. Good work. Let's put that ball underneath your butt. Sit on it. Sniffles. Uh-oh. Let's roll onto your back. So when you're on your back, you want that ball in the small of your back. Closer to your shoulders makes it a little easier. Closer to your tailbone makes it a little harder. So this is the ball as a fulcrum. And you should feel like work just holding your body flat right here. So just hold your body flat, keep your chin lifted, try and find your 4 points. And then just roll forward and backwards so that it goes towards your shoulder blades and then towards your tailbone. And as that ball rolls towards your tailbone, it makes you shake. Hold it, hold it, hold it. You're using the muscles in your neck too, because guess what these are? These are proximal stabilizers. They stabilize your neck. You need strong neck muscles. You already got a dumbbell, it's called your head, so your neck doesn't need weights. It's already got them. Front to back, just till you feel those muscles in your stomach ramp up really tight here, ooh, and then come back to your shoulders. So find neutral right in the middle. Really have stable feet. Put your hands on your shoulders. Tighten your stomach and lift your chin and come up to flat. Lift your chin. Crunch up. Do not let go on the way back. Keep those abs tight the whole time. If it's too hard, roll closer to your shoulder blades. If you want it harder, roll closer to your tailbone. 3 more good ones. 3. Last 2. Last 1. And then put that ball between your shoulder blades. Drop your head back on the ball. Arms out wide. And then roll that ball down towards your tailbone again. Just like doing a back bend on the ball. Allow those arms to stretch out. Your back to stretch out, your abs to stretch out. Then lift your head. Walk those feet towards the ball. Hope you didn't crash right there. No crashing. All right, balance on your butt. Balance on your butt. Can you do it with no feet? The only rule is you cannot fall backwards. So try keeping 1 foot on the floor. Get that. Imagine those 4 points. When you're sitting on the ball, you kind of want to do this, right? You kind of want to let your posture go to crap because you want to get lower down. That's what happens with a lot of kayakers. But you want to keep the spine long and straight, and your ears over your shoulders, and the 4 points stable. And then move that ball right to left, either balancing on 1 foot or maybe even no footer side to side. That's tricky. You can do the 2-footer. We're still working the stomach and the waistline muscles, right? Roll that ball right to left. Kind of like you're working a kayak paddle in your hands. And try the no-footer. Challenging. So this is what I mean by making your muscles strong, but making them smart too. The neuromuscular development. Whoa. Go ahead and lay it on the line a little bit. Practice this thing. Right to left. So the only thing you want to watch on that one, don't fall backwards. Don't let your legs come up. That's the dangerous part. It's not dangerous if everything comes forward or sideways, just backwards. Nice work. Try to balance no footer or one big toe. And feel these muscles right down here below your belly button making those catches. And really pay attention to making that spine long and straight. Alright, nice job. Good work. Lay on your back, put your heels on your ball. Lift your hips. Hips in the air. And roll the ball in and out. Your toes are pointing out to the side. Hold your hips up high. You can use your elbows for balance, or you can try to use your core muscles for balance. If you're ever wondering what core muscles are, they're the muscles that keep you balancing on the ball without falling off. They're the proximal stabilizers. Keep your hips up high. Bring that ball in close to your butt. You should feel the backs of your legs working pretty hard. 3 more good ones. If you're needing to take breaks, that's fine. Take a little break, join back in. Good, keep those knees bent. Bring your toes together like a pigeon toe. Touch your big toes in the middle. And then lift those hips up and down. Knees stay bent. Bend your knees quite a bit. Bring that ball in close to your butt. Oh, you should feel the kind of inner part of the back of the legs working. Your calves too. 4 more good ones. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, lower down. Your left leg's on the ball and your right leg is stretching. Pull it towards you. Hold behind your 5, point and flex that foot. And work on straightening that leg. So you feel a stretch, maybe a little shake in the back of that leg. And then we switch legs. Grab the leg, pull it towards you. Head, shoulders, hips. Find your 4 points from here. Every time you do a stretch, you do it from 4 points. Every time you do an exercise, you do it from 4 points. Point and flex that foot. If you do anything from 4 points, you're doing it with perfect technique. It's really important to know the 4 points. Alright, nice work. Put that ball between your feet. Hand off to your hands and go overhead. Hand off to your feet, lower the ball down. You can lower the ball down with bent knees. Try and touch that ball to the floor as your hands go overhead. Every time you hand off, lift your head and shoulders off the floor. Careful about that lowering the ball down. You got to keep your abs nice and tight. They may be fatigued already, so you bend your knees a little more. And if you're paying attention to keeping the 4 points stable, you can't go wrong. You just keep getting stronger and stronger. 2 more. Good, rock it up. Nice work. Nice effort. Put that ball between your knees. Put your hands back behind you. Squeeze that ball, squeeze it. Pick that feet up off the floor. Yeah? You squeezing? You shaking? Draw me little circles. Squeeze that ball. These muscles aren't very strong. Squeeze
Squeeze that ball, go the other direction. Circles. Put a good squeeze on that thing. 3, 2, 1. You guys good with the ball? Is that enough of that nonsense? Let that thing roll away. Nice work. Nice work. So ball's gone. Hands are behind you. Fingers face your hips. Knees are slightly bent. Lift those hips in the air. Open up your chest. Push your fingers down to the floor. Lift your hips as high as you can. Look behind you. Hold those hips up high. Push the heels down into the floor. Lift the hips. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Shake a little bit. Lower your hips to the floor and reach forward and grab those toes. Give the backs of those legs some time to stretch out. If you can't grab your toes, you can grab your ankles, or you can keep your hands behind your back and kind of push your flat back forward. Push your 4 points forward. On your hands and knees. Hands and knees, take that left leg out to the side. Left leg straight out and make big circles. Big leg circles. Thank you for being open to doing these balance moves on the ball. It's really a great way to keep not only your muscles strong, but your nervous system smart. Draw that circle the other way. One thing that's not an option is falling. So while we're doing those exercises that challenge your balance and your muscles, we're ensuring that you never fall. 5, 4, because your muscles are getting stronger and smarter. 3, 2, 1. Look out at that foot. Raise it higher. Raise it higher. Higher. 3, 2, 1. Good. Second side's not going to feel so good. Take that right leg out to the side. Look at it and make circles. Already tired, huh? Go the other way. Big circles the other way. Feel those hips working. Especially when you're getting tired, you think about 4 points. 3, 2, hold it out there, look at it. Raise it higher. 5, 4, 3, 2. Ooh, my butt. Good, knees together, let your hips go over to the left and look at your feet on the right. And then let your hips fall to the right and look at your feet on the left. Nice job. Over on your side. Over on your side, on your elbow. And bend your bottom knee and your top leg is straight. Reach up with your top hand and lift your hips in the air. I know we just worked our hips. They're tired. Move your hips up and down. So feel it in your waistline. Keep the rib cage lifted so it's not so much in your shoulder as it is moving your hips up and down. Feel those waistline muscles working.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it up. Put your hand behind your head. Take your elbow to the mat and bring it up. Lift. Elbow to the mat. Elbow to the sky. Exhale, elbow. Inhale, open up. Exhale, elbow. Inhale, open up. Lower down gently. Woo! Tricky, huh? Throwing you lots of curveballs today. Let's go over on the other elbow. Bend your bottom knee. So whenever you're on this elbow, you can't let this shoulder sag. You gotta keep a lot of space between the mat and your ribs. Big space. Then lift your hip. Hold that leg up, lower the hip, and lift the hip. Try and feel those waistline muscles working, even though your hips are kind of tired. 4, 3, 2. Put your hand behind your head. Elbow to the floor, elbow to the sky. Exhale, elbow floor. Inhale, elbow sky. Exhale, elbow floor. Inhale, elbow sky. Couple more. Last one. Lower to the floor. So, when class gets hard, you do what you can, and you take breaks. And you join back in. And you don't let the frustration monster get you. It's a good exercise if there's a little bit of frustration. All right, so here we are. Take that left leg straight, right foot over the top. Hug your kneecap. Pull that knee in towards your chest. This way there's always something to perspire towards. Aspire, perspire. Stomach's tight, grow tall, look over that right shoulder. Good, good. And every time you get kind of thrown into a workout that's a little more challenging than you used to, let's switch. Hug that kneecap. Sit up real tall, look over that left shoulder. It kicks your fitness level up a notch. And that's what winter time is for. Spend this time during the holidays, now that we're getting all these awesome calories, you might as well put these awesome calories to work building lean mass, right? Because your lean mass is your metabolism. And if you want a high metabolism, then you need to build lots of lean mass. And I always use the holidays to build some more muscle. Plenty of fuel, right? Put your feet together in front. Let's do this one. Feet together in front, knees in front. Push your hands on top of your knees, like you're pulling your knees apart. Sit up real straight. Try and find your 4 points. And try and pull those knees apart and use your inner thighs to resist. Pull them apart as hard as you can. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Now put your hands on the outside of your knee. Push with your hands. Push out with your knees. Stomach's tight. Push as hard as you can. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Grab the inner knees. Pull the knees apart. Pull them apart. Pull them apart hard. 4, 3, 2, 1. Put your hands on your knees. Outside. Push your knees together. Resist with the outer thighs. Push as hard as you can. 4, 3, 2. That's good work. Now feet together. Bring them in close. Hands behind you, push yourself forward over those knees. Push those knees apart, stretch those inner thighs. We got the inner thighs pretty good when we were squeezing the ball. We've done a couple things to those today. Okay, stay on that right hip. Take that left leg back behind you. Kind of like a pigeon pose. A whole lot like a pigeon pose. So bring that left hip to that right ankle, come over the top. So you feel the stretch in that outer thigh of the right leg. And let those big muscles in your hips lengthen, big breath. This is a stretch, so what do you need to do with your spine? Stabilize 4 points. Shoulder set, rib cage abs, neutral spine, pelvic floor, and feel how that stretch feels just a little more rich when you stabilize your proximal corset muscles. Okay? Throw that left leg all the way around the front, and then bring your right leg back. Put your right hip on your left ankle, elbows in front. Find your 4 points from here. Shoulder set, rib cage abs, neutral spine, pelvic floor. Everything is in perfect alignment when you got 4 points in your spine. So if you know how to hold your 4 points, you know how to play every sport with perfect technique. There isn't a single sport that shouldn't be played with 4 points stable. That's just how the body, human body, works the best against gravity. So you should ski with 4 points stable. And you should play tennis with 4 points stable. Should sit on a couch with 4 points stable. It's definitely sit in the car with 4 points stable. Bring your toes next to your knee and your chest on your thigh. Almost cooked. Knees over toes. Press that heel to the floor. You can kind of rock forward and back a little bit. And then we switch. Bring your toes next to your knee and your chest on your thigh. Push that knee down towards the floor with your chest. Rock front to back so you feel a stretch in your calf and your Achilles tendon. All right, we did it again. Another successful joint mission. Thanks everybody. Hope everybody's doing good. Glad you guys are liking the ball. If we're gonna get strong, we gotta get on the ball. Thanks everybody.